playing Helldivers because I was wrong. I thought Doom was out today. It comes out in the middle of the night. It doesn't come out till 5 p.m. tonight unless you bought early access. And I was like, you know what? I don't really have time to play until today, so I'll just wait for it to come out today. It was real tempting. I'm not gonna lie. It was real tempting to get the early access, but be paying $30 to play it 12 hours early, and that's not worth it. So I am going to be good, and I am going to wait until tonight to play it, even though it brings me great sadness. I'd rather be playing it now, but here's where we're at, so we will enjoy the Helldivers update instead, because Helldivers got a very massive update. We can change the way that weapons work. There's a whole bunch of new Illuminate units, so there is a lot to do here. So we're gonna focus on that instead of focusing on the things that we can't do today. So let's get prepped up. I'm going to use the Wasp. I'm going to use the Orbital Gas Strike, and we are going to use a let's say a 500 kg for fun. Yeah, that looks fun. Here we go. So the Illuminate now has Eagle Strikes. They can call in their own ships. They have these giant, horrible amalgamation zombie creatures that are horrifying to look at. They have a new Overseer unit, and I still think, conspiracy theory time, I still think there's more to come. I think there's still like a boss enemy or a giant enemy or something that they are holding back. So let me make sure my screen is in the right center here. Let's lock everything up. How about like that? There we go. Okay. We are set. Let's call in our Wasp. Looks like there is a bunch of enemies here. So let's make their day. This gun absolutely demolishes these new zombie dudes in such a good way. Dude, get out of my way. I'm trying to help you, but you're blocking my gunshots. Alright, let's go take out this giant glowy beacon. Looks like we got some FRVs today, too. I know they made some changes to those, so it might be fun to drive around in one of those, but all I can think of while I'm playing this is I should be playing Doom. I should be playing Doom, but we are stuck in hell diving. A different form of hell, I guess. We are trading one version of hell for a different version of hell. Until tonight, 5 p.m. Eastern, oh no, Pacific time. 5 p.m. Pacific time is when the Doom launches for everyone. So that means we might have to do a special stream tomorrow just to play it, because I am so hyped for Doom. I cannot tell you how very hyped I am for the new Doom game. Blow that thing out of the air so that it doesn't call for reinforcements. Run back since he just called in an eagle on that guy for no good reason. I mean, it's a little bit of overkill, but I guess it's justified. Lyak Wolf, welcome in. I play on level 10 Super Helldives. Super Helldives only. Come on, knock it down, knock it down. Don't need a call in right here. Good. We go for the extra hard mode, which is extra good now since all of our weapons need an upgrade. It gives you a little bit more experience to do the super hell dive, so we will be super hell diving a lot to upgrade all of our weapons. Alright, those guys are taken care of. There's the FRV. Where is There we go. Boom! Knock that guy out. Call in some reinforcements, and we will keep moving. Alright, turrets called in. I want to test something. So someone yesterday on the subreddit said that if you just throw a grenade onto those guys, it will burn through the shield and it will explode the ship all on one. I don't believe them, so let's see. Well, sure enough, it worked. Holy cow, okay. That is good to know. You can throw a thermite grenade and it will burn through the enemy shield just like that. All right, we're facing some trouble here. And everything is too close for my wasp to work. We're in some serious trouble. Let's knock that guy off of me. That'll give us a little bit of space. I would be able to use the wasp, but all my allies are getting way too close to enemies for some reason. Everyone's getting like up close and personal on them, and that is not helpful to me to be able to use my weapon. There we go. See, if you guys hang back a little bit, I can use my weapon and we can cut through some of these zombies. But I did only one super Helldive yesterday. It leveled up my weapon from level 1 to level 5, and there's what, like 35 weapons, so there's a lot of weapons that we're gonna have to work to level up. So we're gonna be busy for a long time doing Helldives to unlock all of that. Oh, I can't believe I missed that. Alright, light that guy up, light him on fire. And that one. Alright, we're out of ammo, and there's ammo. Perfect, look at that. It was meant to be. Alright, so let's go rescue some civilians. How about that? Reloading. Careful, that thing's gonna shock you, bro. The one downside to the Wasp is the angle at which it flies is ridiculous sometimes. Alright, knock that thing down. And that one. I do like the fire shotgun. I'm excited. I want to unlock it a little bit more because one of the new items you can unlock is a duckbill. And I think the duckbill will be super excellent on the fire shotgun. So I really want to see what the duckbill does as far as like changing the spread and seeing how much like changing the spread actually makes a difference. I'm really excited to see what that looks like. So excuse me. Unfortunately, the duckbill is still a little ways away, so we were not quite unlocking the duckbill yet. So well, that did not work like I was anticipating. Oh, we're dead. I can't believe we lived through that. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. There we go. Dex is here. Good morning, Dex. How's it going? I thought we had that. My allies keep calling in not reinforcements. They keep calling in the supplies to the wrong area, and I couldn't get any more stims. And they called me into an active field here for meteors, so that's not good. What is new with you, Dex? Okay, we're gonna need a turret. Let's call in our turret. I hate everything. How are you? I'm okay. You know, I'm a little sad. I thought we were going to be playing Doom this morning, but apparently Doom doesn't come out until 5 p.m. tonight, so we have to wait a little bit longer to play Doom. I got myself all hyped up that today was Doom Day, but apparently today is not Doom Day. So the hype lives on, but the hype is dying. The hype is dying. But that's okay, because I also, like, Gamefly arrived yesterday, so I've got all sorts. Like, I got 4 new games to play, so I've got plenty to do. I just, you know, really love Doom, so I was just really hoping to play Doom, but I will survive to wait 12 more hours to play Doom. Alright, let's knock these down. I feel like my allies are not doing anything this match. Like, I feel like I am destroying everything here. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but it definitely feels like I'm putting in a lot of the KOs here. Where'd you guys call in the resupply now? All the way back there? Let me guess, they're going to take it all before I can get it. Thank you for leaving me one. I appreciate you proving me wrong. Here we go. We got stims, we got our wasp reloaded. Our shotgun is up and running. We can do this. Alright, man, there's more? How can there be more? Where are all y'all coming from? Okay, hopefully the sentry can distract them for a few seconds, because these guys are spawning too many dudes. We need to go grab the objective. We're getting kind of slaughtered here. Okay, it should be somewhere up here, right? Okay, turn that on. Now we're making progress. That was an embarrassing miss. There we go. Alright, we got a moment to breathe finally. Let's reset our stuff here.
I got the terminal.
One step closer to mission completion.
Okay. Ooh, that just barely missed me. They changed the way that fire works, so originally fire just set everything on fire, and now they've decreased it so that fire has less chance of igniting now, but when it does ignite, it does way more damage. So I don't know if I like that change or not so far. Like, it's kind of like when gas, like, they changed it from dealing damage over time in a severe amount to dealing less damage over time, but it does now confuse enemies, and I really like the damage over time effect, so I don't know if I'm happy with that change. I can definitely feel the change, but I don't know if I like it yet. Oh, hello there. How am I liking the update? This is only my second match since we've gotten the update here, so I haven't gotten to play a whole lot. I'm pretty hyped for it. I'm hyped that there's quite a lot to do. I'm going to be playing for quite a while. I'm loving the new Illuminate enemies. They're definitely a lot of fun to fight. I'm a little disappointed that the crossbow didn't have more options. Like, it definitely feels like some guns have zero updates, and there are some guns that legitimately have like no updates, right? Some guns that got absolutely nothing in the update. That was a little bit of a bummer to see, but overall, I'm really happy with the update. I'm happy to see some of the changes they're making. I'm excited to get to level up some of the weapons and try out new weapons. I'm excited to level them up. I'm excited for the new units, and I do think I said this earlier, but I'm pretty sure there's more to come. I think they're holding out on us. I'm pretty sure that at the end of this invasion, there is going to be a boss, some sort of boss mod. So I do think we're gonna see a boss. Can't believe that guy knocked me down. Perfect timing on that. So I think we're gonna get like Hive Lords, or the Illuminate equivalent to a Hive Lord. I'm pretty sure we're gonna see that coming still. So there's definitely more to come. I want to see Hive Lords for sure. Like, Hive Lords are what we've all been waiting for. Like the big huge boss that is gonna take 30 minutes to take down. Like, I know everyone's really excited for that, so that's what I'm really hyped for. So I'm really hoping that at the end of this invasion that there is still a little bit more that they haven't shown us yet. I'm also excited to see, I heard rumor that some of the enemies can now do crossover planets, where like you can get the Illuminate and the bugs on the same planet. I don't know if that's true or not, but I am excited for that because that sounds really cool, so I really hope it's true. I have a few max weapons, to be honest. They're not too bad for me, at least the COD customization. Yeah, there's some great customization. I'm really happy with some of it. I just wish some of them had a little bit more. But now they can always, like, the system is in place, right? So they can always now add more. So my hope is now they're going to start fine-tuning it and saying, okay, these weapons get a little bit more. This weapon didn't get enough. Let's add some here. So now that the system is in place, I have a feeling we can get a little bit more customization, a few more options, so I'm really, really hyped for that. I want crossbow to have arrow types. Like, I want to be able to customize my crossbow to fire, like, gas arrows if I want to fire gas arrows, or, like, lightning arrows, or things like that. Like, I really love a little bit more customization for the crossbow like that. I saw some people really upset saying that every single attachment was a buff, but then it also had a nerf in that, like, the weapon, like, yes, you're getting more horizontal control, but you're losing vertical control, and so it's still a nerf. I don't know how much that's actually going to happen, but that's what some people are complaining about. But it's the internet, right? No matter what you do, there's always going to be someone who complains, so they're never going to make everyone happy, unfortunately. Alright, we have finished all these enemies out. Let's go do an objective. The invasion reminds me of Leveling Creek, the horror. It's in such a good way, though, right? Like, people were saying the Illuminate's boring, they feel incomplete. Well, here you go now. Here's the complete Illuminate invasion, and they definitely feel more fleshed out now that we have all these extra units and the Eagle call-ins. They definitely do feel like there's more to them, so again, it's one of those things where it feels like no matter what, people are going to complain, so you can't really listen to them. I really also want to level up the carbine. I'd like to see the carbine with a drum mag because of how fast it shoots. I imagine will be an absolute monster, so I want to see that gun. They definitely kept balance in mind. They have always been concerned with balance after the big rebalancing Tyranny of Freedom patch, or Escalation of Freedom patch. I know that they had a huge talk about keeping everything balanced, so it definitely seems like that is on the front of their concerns, and I'm happy for that, of course. All right, let's take these things out. So I just learned this, so fun fact. The thermite grenade destroys these guys through the shield in one hit, so you just lob it up there, it locks onto the shield, and it'll explode them. Which makes these ships even easier to deal with, honestly. I do know that the ultimatum nerfs, people were really upset about that. I haven't gotten to play it yet, so I don't know if it actually is as bad as people are saying, but I heard that the ultimatum nerfs are pretty severe.
Reloading.
But again, I haven't actually tried it yet, so I don't know how true that actually is. Which is a bummer, because I like the ultimatum, but I do understand it was very powerful, so they can only let it be so powerful for so long. Unless it's the crossbow. The crossbow has remained king for so long, and I don't understand how they haven't nerfed the crossbow yet, because the crossbow is ridiculous, like, power-wise. Because it can do everything. It pierces armor. It's got a decent reload speed. It's got range. It's quiet. It's got huge destructive power. Like, there is no downside to using the crossbow. I would be using it now, except for, like I said, I want to unlock the duckbill attachment here pretty bad, so... Oh, no, it bounced off! I really want to see how well this shotgun performs with the duckbill attachment, so that's what we were working on, unlocking the duckbill, because the duckbill shotgun seems like it will be an absolute game-changing monster. The ultimatum's now a little weaker, but my good sir's still a good thing to carry. Good, good. It doesn't need to be, not everything needs to be overpowered. In fact, there's still people who talk about this, and like when they did the big update. So back when the game was still like super hard, and they updated all the weapons to deal more damage, that was like the great debate of like, well, are the guns supposed to be effective, or are you supposed to feel under-equipped and overwhelmed? And it kind of split the fan base, because there were some people who really enjoyed at the time, level 9 Helldives with the really, really, really hard fights, where everything was a total sweat fest. You were barely just making it through. None of your weapons were effective. There were some people who were really, really into that. And then, of course, there were other people who were like, hey, this isn't fun. And fun is all that matters. So by keeping the weapons balanced, it helps to keep it fun. I wouldn't mind some harder stuff. Like, there's a reason we have so many difficulties, right? I would like if they gave us 5 more difficulties, gave us 15 difficulties, and made some of those difficulties darn near impossible. If they really made it, you will not survive through this. I would love some harder difficulties. But I understand, again, when you're dealing with people, it's very hard to do anything when you're dealing with the general public, because there will always be people who feel entitled to beating the highest difficulty. And when you tell them, well, you're just not good enough to beat the highest difficulty, they will ask for that to be nerfed. And you say, okay, well, there's 14 other difficulties. Can't you go play one that you can manage and leave the harder things to people who want the harder challenge? And they'll say, no, I'm entitled to be able to beat everything. It's there. I should be able to play it, even if I'm not good enough. And that was a whole, like, splitting scenario, right? A whole thing that split the player base. So hopefully we get some more difficulties, but we'll see. I kind of feel like we're not going to get any more difficulties because of that reason.
Freedom forever!
Alright, let's see if we can shoot up over this fence. Nope, we don't need to. They got laser. The 36 Eruptor is not too shabby if you max it. I like the Eruptor a lot. I stay on 7 difficulty. It's my sweet spot. I understand that fully. I like the sweatiness of 10. I like the never-ending sweat fest that is 10 sometimes. Like, but that's just me, right? That's what I enjoy, so that's what I play on. So I feel like there should be a difficulty for everyone. But again, people don't like not being able to do things. They don't like being told that they're not good enough. Did I shoot that down? Did the wasp destroy that, or did someone else shoot that down? I didn't think I could blow that up with a wasp. It's good to know that I can blow that up with a wasp.
Enemy patrol. Cancel that. East. Thank you. Requesting air support.
All right, let's blow some of these guys up. And problem solved. I was a certified Wasp hater, and now that I've been playing with the Wasp a little bit more, I really, really enjoy it. The only thing I don't enjoy is I don't get my jetpack, and I like my jetpack, so I'm sad that I can't use the Wasp and a jetpack, but I am Team Wasp now. I think the Wasp is absolutely awesome.
Calling down a sentry. Marking location. Never mind. Engaging. I'll take it.
Requesting orbital strike. Requesting sentry.
Nice. Alright, we got half the citizens evacuated. We might have to run over there and help them. It looks like it's getting a little overrun over there, but someone's got to press this button, and that someone's going to be me. Look at that guy run. I've never watched him run like that.
Calling down a sentry.
I hear squids, but I don't see squids.
Illuminate. East.
To the east, okay. Must be northeast up there where I can't see. But yeah, the update's super good. Like this game is a year old, which doesn't sound very old when you have World of Warcraft out here being, celebrating a 25-year anniversary and other games celebrating 10 and 15-year anniversaries. But like realistically, a 1-year anniversary for a multiplayer-only game is kind of a huge landmark considering how many games don't even make it a year. We have the Texas Chainsaw Massacre being shut down permanently. We have the Ghostbusters game that lasted, pretty much dead on arrival. We have Concord that was deleted almost immediately. Like a ton of online-only games very quickly get abandoned and forgotten and destroyed. So the fact that it's still going a year later with a dedicated fan base and updates, with free updates, like, I think they're in it for the long haul. Now, I have said before, and I stand by it, that they need to stop working on this game and start working on Helldivers 3. But that's not just because, like, oh, well, I want the next latest and greatest thing. That's because Helldivers 2 is spaghetti coated on a dead engine that no one uses anymore, and it has some real limitations. So at some point, I would like them to start looking towards the future and getting this into like Unreal Engine 5 or something that has a lot more devs for it so they can do a lot more things. Because at a certain point, they're just going to run out of programmers who know how to program the darn thing, right? Like, there's only so many people in the world who are willing to dedicate themselves to a dead engine. So they do need to start looking into that, I feel like. I get that why they'd be hesitant to already, announce Helldivers 3 and abandon working on this, especially because, again, they've been working on it for a year. There's been lots of updates. People are very happy. But at some point, they need to start working on future-proofing because this engine is just outdated. So I hope they take that advice, but also I don't mind them giving us free updates, right? I appreciate that they are still giving free updates and the people are still buying the game and that's still getting into it. Maybe someday we'll get people on Xbox. That would be super excellent to get a bunch of Xbox players to kind of fresh new recruits, Why were they fighting these guys? Like, we started a war with them because we wanted their technology for ourselves, but they can do it peacefully. We're fighting them because we're Super Earth, and Super Earth does not compromise. We fight everything. That's actually like one of the reasons that like the crossover events really scare me, because like they have done such a good job with the lore, like making the lore fun and outrageous, and every time they cross over with someone, it makes the lore just a little bit harder to believe, a little bit more diluted, a little bit more watered down. So I hope they limit the crossover events for that exact reason. I know everyone wants a Warhammer crossover event, but like, do we really need power armor in the game? Like, I just don't see... I don't see the crossovers adding as much as it'll take away from the lore. Alright, let's see if we can nail this guy with a grenade. Ooh, look at that shot! That was a pretty good shot! I'm pretty proud of that one, if I do say so myself. Come on, reload faster. Reload faster, there's a lot of enemies right there. Oh, we're in trouble. We're running. Oh, we're running. Got a... oh, what is that song stuck in my head? Limp Bizkit, the move in, move out. Just the back up, back up. That's all I'm thinking is back up, back up. We're in some serious trouble here right now. Oh, it's gonna be stuck in my head all day now. I guess that's not too much of a problem. I like Limp Bizkit. I know people hate on Limp Bizkit, but he's got some good stuff. Ooh, okay, so we still got more enemies here. Let's pop that shield. Okay. Reload quickly. World's slowest reload.
Reloading.
I really should have brought like a EAT or something for these guys. Oh, I can't see. There's too much fire. I cannot see what is going on. Hopefully that solved some problems because I can't see. Someone did a close-up of those guys today, these abominations, and they found a child in it. Like the Illuminate are putting children in their giant flesh zombies. So, you know, if we didn't think they were horrible, heartless monsters before, now we have all the proof we need that they hate democracy. Because they are putting babies in their Frankenstein abominations. And that crosses a line. Thank you. Alright, we need to find some shells. Here we go. Think we need 2 more shells? That's 1. There we go. All right, all quiet on the Western Front. I think we cleared the map and cleared out all the squids. We have liberated the planet. Time to go home and drink some liberty. Limp Bizkit is a band, not a he. You sure about that? Because isn't it just Fred Durst and a DJ? Like, no one actually plays instruments in the band. Isn't it all electronic? I thought it was like a DJ who just played like all the sounds via a computer. I didn't think anyone was actually playing the music. Am I wrong? How have you been handling the new enemies? So, this loadout I'm using now seems to absolutely crush the Illuminate. I'm using the Incendiary Breaker shotgun, the little energy pistol, a wasp, and then a machine gun sentry. That seems to absolutely decimate all forms of the enemies. And I've been getting out with very low death. So the wasp has definitely been the GOAT for taking out the new Hulks and the flying ships and helping with harvesters and all the overseers. Like the wasp is it. I've been having a good time using Ballistic Shield versus the Flesh Mobs. The thing resists their attack. Wasp also slams them. I do want to play with the Ballistic Shields a little bit more. They updated the melee weapon, so I want to try a melee weapon as well as some of the one-handed machine guns, see how well the machine guns work with the update. So I do want to try that next. I do want to play with the shields. The shields are very cool.
Found something.
I am also still hoping, I know that this is a long shot. I am really hoping that when they release the War Bond, tomorrow? I hope that they allow us to separate armor from perks so we can wear any armor and have any perk. I've heard rumor of that. I know they said in the past they won't do that, but I'd be really, really happy because I want to wear that new armor so bad. That new armor looks so tight, but the passive is so bad on it. If you use ballistics, you can tank the flesh mobs. It takes like 30-ish hits before they break. Don't take a charging flesh mob, though. Yeah, I've heard that the flesh mobs, that their charge is actually more powerful than a charger. Like, you can't stagger them when they are charging. There's no way to break their charge outside of just destroying them. So it's kind of interesting that they have a more powerful charge than even a charger. But the Wasp does just fine, too. Sounds like good planning to me. Do you mean Limp Bizkit? Not quite Limp Bizkit, but if you haven't heard it, Jacoby Shaddix, the guy from Papa Roach. The guy from Papa Roach teamed up with The Who, a Mongolian throat singing band, and did a song called Wolf Totem. And that song slaps. If you haven't heard Wolf Totem by Jacoby and The Who, check that song out. Do yourself a favor. Go Spotify it now. It is an incredibly good hype song. You don't get damaged by the charge of a flesh mob compared to a charger. Interesting. We're going to have to try that. Plus, I should be able to use my my jetpack again if I do that. It's the one downside of the Wasp is I like jetpacking.
Another sweeping victory for Super Earth.
All right, that is a win for Super Earth. The Liberary Carbine I've been having a good time with. I want to play with the Carbine and throw the Drum Mag on it. I figure the Drum Mag will make it an absolute monster. So I really want to try that. Look at that beautiful, outstanding patriotism we have unlocked. All the samples, all the currency, all the medals. And we're making a difference in the war. All right, let's switch it up. Let's try a one-handed weapon and see how well that goes. Think you'll just have a mini... Exactly. It'll be like a stalwart. You put some like a siege ready on there with a faster reload, and I think that'll be an absolute monster.
A triumphant return.
It is a huge update.
We can never have too many heroes.
All right, let's try something new. Wow, I only got one level from one super Helldive. Holy cow! It is gonna take a while to beat this mission, or to upgrade all these weapons. If I only get one level per super Helldive, that is gonna be a long and tough grind to the top.
Pods prime. Engaging orbital thrusters.
All right, let's see here. Let's
Orbit synchronized.
get a different loadout for fun. Change it up. Let's shake it up.
Has left squadron.
Bubbles here. Good morning. Be like Lady Gaga. Shake it off, right? Shake it up. It depends on your kills. Interesting. Okay, let's try. Let's try Knight. And for stratagems, we will grab the Let's do ballistic shield. That means I can't use a jetpack then, but we can get a weapon. So let's grab a machine gun, gas strike, and Gatling sentry. All right, let's try it. Let's try the ballistic shield. Wasn't that Britney Spears? I don't think that was Britney Spears. I'm pretty sure it's a more modern song than Britney Spears. Try to get in the side of a charging flesh mob. It'll deflect off of it. That's going to be awesome. I'm going to try it. Actually, you know what? Let's change the gas out for let's bring some EATs just in case. All right, I'll see you next time, Paradise. I probably won't be on later because it's almost time for me to start getting ready for work here soon. But I might be doing an extra stream tomorrow morning for Doom, so I'll probably be on tomorrow morning and Friday morning. So a lot of streams to catch in the future. But have a good day, have a blessed day, and get through that Wednesday. All right, this is not looking like a good landing spot. We've got a lot going on here, so let's grab that, grab an SO beacon, and that. All right. We've called in everything. Got a shield. Got our machine gun. Let's do it. Looks like there's already a horde coming our way. We will solve this problem as we solve all of our problems in Helldivers with many, many bullets. Many, many, many bullets.
Package acquired.
Looks like they're coming our way, so we'll throw that down over there.
Tagging location. North. Cancel that. Dropping package. Illuminate. North. 100 meters. Sending an email.
All right. Problem solved. See? Bullets solved all those problems.
Dropping package located.
Is that all of them? That is all of them. Wow. That turret just tore through them. Something fierce. Okay, where is... We need another shell.
Package acquired.
Oh, here comes some more. I love putting the machine gun on lower RPM. Like, it feels so good on the lower RPMs. All right. We did that fairly painlessly.
Requesting advanced weaponry. Requesting air support. Illuminate. East. 100 meters.
Oh. That dude just chopped through him faster than I could get a EAT down. All right.
New mag.
Come back here and grab your stuff, dude.
Support weapon.
Ooh, was that a tracer round? Did they... I haven't used the machine gun a whole lot. Did they add tracer rounds, or was that already there? That was something I love to do. So in Metal Gear Solid 1, you could wear a bandana that would give you unlimited ammo. And the way the unlimited ammo worked was it would not take any ammo out of your gun once it was equipped. So if you had one bullet left, it would leave you on one bullet and would just fire that same bullet over and over again. Excuse me. And a few of the guns had tracer rounds in them, which meant that you could you could lower your ammo down, and then you could put on the bandana and fire unlimited tracer rounds. And I loved doing that. I loved firing the unlimited tracer rounds. It was so dumb, but I loved it. Ooh! I just got strafed. Still wait for PSN to come back in your country, allow Steam to sell it. Yeah, I hope that they solve that someday. I know that it seems like it's kind of been forgotten, like, oh, well, that's old news, like we're not dealing with that anymore. But like, I do hope that they someday go back and fix that whole problem. But something tells me that they're not going to. Something tells me it's just never going to be available, unfortunately. Oh, that's a lot of enemies. Oh, that's a problem. Oh, we're in trouble. Is it normal for a game ending to make you take a break for a week? Possibly. You know, there's a few games that they hit you hard, right? Like a lot of people talk about that with Red Dead Redemption. That the ending of Red Dead Redemption 2 just made them kind of put down games for a week and sit there and be like, wow, that was a journey. So I don't think it would be abnormal. There's definitely some great games where it's worth taking some time to reflect afterwards. Same with The Last of Us, the first one. The Last of Us 2, not so much, but the first Last of Us definitely had that impact at the end after the stuff with the doctor, so... Alright, let's take that down. Oh man, we are overwhelmed here. The ending itself wasn't a reason. What game was it? There are so many enemies here. We are getting overwhelmed. Boom! Swatted that fly. Alright. Little pistol. It's like the noisy cricket, right? It's so tiny, but man does it pack a punch. And we were not fast enough on that, so now we have to deal with more. That is a bummer. Oh, giant flesh mobs. Come on, bullets, don't fail me now. Lots and lots of bullets. It was probably the sheer existential crisis where I fully realized that a lot of the endings, despite good endings, is still depressing for the main character. Have you heard 100 Line Last Defense Academy? No, I have not heard of that game. But I'm glad for that. Honestly, how's the shield advice? I lost my shield a while ago, so we haven't gotten to play with it. A lot of people are afraid to give sad or bad or unhappy endings, but like not every story needs a happy ending. And like My Hero Academia was at the front of that controversy, right? That everyone was upset that Deku seemingly didn't get the perfect ending, and therefore it's a bad ending. It's like not every story ends with a perfectly happy ending. Not everything ends how you want it to end, right? And I feel like that's important in our storytelling to show our heroes going through this adversity and still accepting, like, okay, this is the end,
Found something.
and like it or not, this is where I'm at. So I have to learn to accept this, whether I like it or not.
Calling down a support weapon.
You finally put down Stardew Valley to do a second Breath of the Wild run. Get in the back. There we go. I've been wanting to jump into Stardew again. I'm just trying to find the right kind of challenge run for Stardew Valley. I think I want to do like a make as much money as you can in the first year sort of challenge, without any guides. Since obviously a lot of people who are way better than me have probably already figured out how to do that run. So I'd like to see how much I can do on my own without advice from the pros, you know? So I do want to add that in, but it's just like, holy cow, we've got Doom, we've got the new Helldivers update, we've got World of Warcraft stuff launching in a little bit. Like, there's just so much to do in so little time. So what needs to happen is I need to hurry up and, you know, be a famous streamer already so I can play video games all day, and then I will actually have time to do some of this. If I could play for more than 4 hours or 3, not even, I play for an hour and a half at a time. If I could play for more than an hour and a half at a time, I might actually be able to accomplish something in some of those games. But the way it stands, I just don't have enough time to dig in deep. So some future day when I can stream for 10 hours a day. 2025 is truly the year of the gamer. We've definitely got a lot of good stuff going for us. The no lie there. You don't have to greet every NPC. You can just ignore them. Like, you can ignore all the NPCs if you want to. There is no reason to talk to all the NPCs if you don't want to. You can play the game however you want to. It is very open-ended, and that is what we like about the game. Ooh. Okay, there's something going on over there. There's a lot of gunfire going on over there. Alright, pop that shield. Let's grab this. Oh, that was not good enough. Sometimes that's all you can do is dig right back into it and keep going. Just keep pushing forward. Alright, that's one mission down.
Calling down supplies.
Thank you. I need the good luck. We could definitely use some luck. There's a lot of enemies and not a lot of time. Boom. Okay. Let's grab some supplies. And destroy a monolith. Seems easy enough. Alright, you put the gun down. Like, we're tired of it. We're tired of that. There we go. Alright. One last objective and we got this. I'm also excited this weekend. My mom has agreed to let me take her to a tea house, a little late Mother's Day action. So we're going back to the tea house again. I absolutely love the tea house, so I'm very excited to go back there and get to enjoy some more tea and some of their food. I'm really excited. She made a ham and cheese soup that was absolutely phenomenal, and she said this week she wants to try and make a a Philly cheesesteak soup, a soup inspired by Philly cheesesteak. And I really, really, really want to try that. I know I'm vegetarian, but I do occasionally eat meat, like especially like there's no vegetarian options here. So basically, if I want to eat, I'm going to have to eat a little bit of meat while I'm there. So I'm okay with that. I'm not going to be one of those people like, well, I'm not going to go there because I can't eat. Like, I will eat a little bit of meat for it. And I love Philly cheesesteaks. So I'm very hyped to see what she makes with a Philly cheesesteak inspired soup.
Sending in an eagle. Requesting advanced weaponry. Requesting sentry.
All right, where did that giant thing go that walk? I don't know how I feel about that. That's what I thought at first, but then I tried her ham and cheese soup, and it was one of the best soups I've ever had. So I trust when she says a Philly cheesesteak inspired soup will be good. I trust that she knows what she is doing. So
Say hello to democracy.
I am hyped to try it.
I'm out.
Oh, I can't believe that was not a good shot. Okay. I also heard from TikTok, and granted, you know, this is TikTok, so this is not my own invention, but someone said that if you pair Nerd Gummy Cluster Candy with Brie cheese, that it's really good. And I talked to some cheese enthusiasts about it because I don't like Brie all that much. And they said that sweet does indeed go with Brie cheese. So I want to try Nerds and Brie cheese. The internet says that it's a pretty delicious combo. I also want to try sweet like apples, not candy. Emmy got me this thing that is a tofu marinator so that I can marinate tofu. Like a lot of people marinate it like in teriyaki sauce or soy sauce or things like that to make your tofu better. And I want to test some really bonkers things out in it, like sugar-free cherry Kool-Aid, like cherry Kool-Aid tofu. Will it be good? There's only one way to know for certain, and I kind of want to try it. I want to marinate my tofu in all sorts of wacky things and see how good or bad that I can make it. No. It won't. But see, you don't know that. You can theorize about that. You can think that, but you won't know until you try, right? You gotta try it in order to know for certain whether or not something is bad or not. The only way to know for certain is to give it a shot. So I'm like a scientist. I'm a pioneer. I'm out here asking the questions that everyone else is too afraid to ask of what if we combined tofu and Kool-Aid mix? What would happen? The world doesn't know yet, and we need to know. I am not afraid to ask the big questions.
Calling down a sentry. Last reload.
Alright. We've almost got this. I'm almost out of... Nobody's asking about Kool-Aid tofu. The world is a vast, huge place full of almost infinite possibilities. I am certain that someone out there at some point across time has asked, what if cherry Kool-Aid tofu? Because, like, here's the thing, like I took pickle juice once. I made pickle tofu. I marinated the tofu in pickles for a while, and that was delicious. That was really delicious. Pickle tofu is awesome. So like, if that works, why wouldn't anything else? If putting pickle juice in a Dr. Pepper is delicious, why not something else, right? Like there's so many food combinations that I think we haven't tried because people are just afraid of like trying it. What if there's something like truly delicious? Like, what if, how would you feel if someone went out there and they like, they seared a steak and they put an apple cider, like one of those packets of apple cider that you put in hot water to make like hot apple cider. Like, what if someone cooked a steak using that powder and seared it on top and discovered the most delicious steak of all time? Like, imagine what we're missing out on because we haven't dared to try something a little outrageous, a little out there. Think of the guy who discovered that you can put ketchup on steaks and make them delicious. Like, the world is full of possibilities. It's like Boomy says from Avatar, you just have to open your mind to the possibilities.
Mission at 20 minutes remaining.
What if macaroni salad is good with grapes and raisins in it? You won't know till you try it. Macaroni and cheese and raisins. I bet that's pretty good. You've got the savory, you've got the sweet. It's basically like a charcuterie board. It's carbs, cheese, and sweet. So putting raisins in macaroni and cheese is the same thing as eating a Ritz cracker with cheddar cheese and grapes on the side, right? It's the same idea. So in theory, it works. We haven't dared to try yet.
Objective nearby.
While your undemocratic combinations of foods that shouldn't even be a part of the same sentence alone ate in the same meal.
Rare sample acquired.
I'm just thinking outside the box. That's all I'm doing. Because think about, like, people like putting barbecue sauce in macaroni and cheese. That's sweet. So in theory, you could put anything sweet in there. Like, people like to do cheese and chocolate fondue. So like, you could put a Hershey's bar in your macaroni and cheese, and I bet it would be good. Sorry, I was MIA. I was busy vomiting. Y'all just got no imagination. In fact, they now make sugar-free chocolate syrup. I could put that in a bowl of macaroni and cheese and prove to you that it's not bad. We could make that. We could do it. We have the technology. What I really want to try, though, what I really, really want to try is the pickle lemonade. I have seen so many people talking about the pickle lemonade that I really want to try that. That sounds like a good combo. Do it on stream. You know who hasn't dared to try yet? Squid sympathizers. I bet you're going to mention calamari in a toaster. I don't like any seafood, because here's the thing, and I know people hate it when I say this, but basically all seafood is just the bugs of the sea, right? Like, when you're eating shrimp, you're eating bugs. When you're eating crab, you're eating bugs. If you eat a crab, you might as well be willing to eat a tarantula. A crab and a tarantula are basically the same thing. A lobster is just a scorpion. Like, they're the trash bugs of the sea, and I don't think we should be eating any seafood. And like, calamari and octopus and all that, like, those animals are so intelligent. Like, not to be rude to people, but I'm pretty sure there are some octopuses out there that are smarter than people. So like, should we really be eating them? Maybe not. It's like that one Yellowstone guy says that the problem with making a bear-proof trash can is there's a surprising overlap between the smartest bear and the dumbest tourist. Like, stop ruining food for me. Going to the Coast Guard in New Jersey years and years back, seafood was the main offering every day. No, thank you. Like, clams and oyster is basically just snot that we found on a rock. Like, why is it that if I walk through the desert and I find a moist loogie on the side of a rock in a desert, people are like, no, that's gross, don't eat that. But if I found it inside a rock in the ocean, people are like, oh man, give me 50 of those with lemon. Like, that is gourmet stuff. Like, no, it's spit up on a rock. Seafood is awesome. No. Even seaweed, like, I can't imagine why people wrap their tofu, or not their tofu, their sushi. The seaweed and sushi is so awful. Give me a soy wrap any day. I want you to know that over the course of talking about this food, we have lost 7 viewers, so I beg your finest pardon, hot sauce and oatmeal. But hot sauce and oatmeal works. Hot sauce gives it a little bit of flavor without adding calories. It's great for weight loss. There are 6 people who couldn't stomach my views on food. The weak stomachs have been pushed out. You gained me though. Thank you, Death and Taxes. We're here on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday mornings talking about the worst food ever. I really want to buy there's a soda you can get in Europe, and the soda is flavored like Pepto-Bismol, and I think that would be a good soda to just sip on and enjoy as a casual Pepto-Bismol. I wanted to argue with you about tofu. You need to make these on stream. I might make a few of these on stream. The problem is, so Emmy is a vampire. She hates the light. So our house has like the worst lighting in the world because she never turns on any lights. We don't have any lights. So it's really hard to do anything. My room is the most well-lit room in the house, and that's because I got streamer lights all around me. Our kitchen is incredibly dark, so I don't know that I could stream from my kitchen. Do it right now? I can't do it right now. It is time for me to end the stream and actually go wash some dishes so we can cook some stuff and get ready for work, unfortunately. So, unfortunately, we are out of time for the day, but maybe we will set up a cooking stream in the future. I will find a way. I will find a way to make macaroni and cheese hot sauce or macaroni and cheese chocolate sauce a thing. I will for you guys. I will find a way to make that happen so we can enjoy it together. Convenient. But I will be streaming tomorrow. I said we are doing a special stream tomorrow because Doom will be out and I really want to play Doom. So we will be playing Doom tomorrow morning, and then we'll have another stream on Friday. So lucky you all, we get 3 days of streaming. How exciting. As always, let's end with our prayer for the day. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Lord, thank you for this blessed day, and thank you for all that you do for me. Today we continue hope, and for all the people who are discerning the vocation of the priesthood, Lord, help to bring more priests on earth. We continue to pray for all the people who are about to graduate, all the young kids who are about to be thrust into the world and don't know necessarily where they're going or what they're doing during all these hard times. Lord, help to guide them and comfort them. We pray for the sick, all the people dealing with illnesses, whether in the hospital, at home suffering, wherever they are. Lord, help them. We pray for the people who don't have enough shelter as we enter into the very hot season. Lord, help to provide them with water and comfort and the ability to get through these hard times. And finally, we pray for the souls in purgatory, all the souls who have been forgotten, all the souls who have no one left to pray for them. Lord, help them. All this we pray in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. All right, everyone. As I said, stream tomorrow, so be anxious, be ready for a new stream tomorrow. We are finally going to get to play Doom. I'm going to go do some dishes and then get ready for work. It is Wednesday, so everyone have a blessed day, and we will see you again tomorrow morning.